welcome to Payday TV on location here in the offices of West African Resources, and their Executive Chairman is joining us now, Richard Hyde. Richard, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming in, Dom.
Richard, congratulations on the awards, GMJ Miner of the Year. What's the secret of the success of West African Resources this year?
Oh, I think it's been a team effort, and I think it's been down to the people in our team working really hard, working together in difficult circumstances. We've talked about it previously. We've had a lot of people who were stuck on site originally last year, and a lot of people have done hotel quarantine multiple times in the last 12 months. So a lot of commitment from the team. I think that's one of the big reasons why we've been so successful this year.
Richard, we often see in the gold industry difficulties in moving from explorer to developer to producer, and there's a lot of traps along the way. How's West African Resources been able to avoid those traps?
I think it comes back to the feasibility study that we did, or the many feasibility studies that we did in over 2016 and 2019. Doing the basics really well, so geology's got to be really solid, lots of drilling, allows us to kind of produce a really good reserve, and also doing quality study work with groups here in Perth, use like a Podium and Mintrex on study work, and then when we transitioned into mining, we put together a really good team. We also have used good contractors, good Australian contractors like Parenti, formerly Ausdrill, and Burncut for the underground. So that's really been, and working together as a team, with our owners team and the contractors to get the job done.
Of course, as well as a good team and good feasibility studies, you need a quality ore body, and Sanbrado is definitely that. Can you explain a little bit about what makes Sanbrado so unique and so special?
Well, you've got that combination of low grade or lower grade, low strip ratio open pits with good metallurgy and very high grade underground that we've been blending with the open pit feed. The underground's been running at about 10 grams all of this year, which has been exceptional. And the plant's overproduced. We've been going at sort of 20 to 30% above nameplate capacity since we started. That's really allowed us to have a cracking year, and why we said last quarter that we're going to exceed guidance of 280,000 ounces.
No matter how good an ore body you have, you still need to replenish the reserves and the ounces that you're taking out of the ground. What's the plan from here? How do you plan to grow this project?
Well, we've already done some of that with the deep drilling at M1 South. We've got that in inventory at the moment. We've also acquired the Toega deposit, which was last year in early 2020. That's been drilled this year, and we'll have a reserve out on Toega early next year. And then more recently, we've acquired the Kiaka project, which is nearly 7 million ounces. We expect sort of a 3 to 4 million ounce reserve on that project, and it should be a 15 to 20 year plus 200,000 ounce a year producer by itself. And that, obviously, combined with our operations at Sanbrado, will have us producing over 400,000 ounces a year from 2025.
Richard, Watford's obviously had a fantastic performance on the market in the last 18 months, as have some of your peers in West Africa. That is against maybe a slower performance from the Australian domestic miners. Why are we seeing that difference, and what does it say about the opportunities in West Africa and the opportunities in Western Australia?
Look, I think if you have a look at the two best producers on the ASX, it's West African Resources and Perseus. It's certainly clear that the projects in West Africa generate a lot of free cash flow early. Obviously, with our projects, it's still in relatively early stage of its mine life, and also with Perseus. So I think that's in contrast to some of the older projects in Western Australia that they require capital to cut pits back or capital to develop new underground projects. So I think they're the main differences that I kind of see West Africa still as equivalent of Western Australia, say in the 1980s or 1990s. So we've got a long way to go over there, and also we're looking forward to bringing some of these new techniques in exploration to West Africa over the next few years, including VTEM, which has been so successful here in Western Australia.
So Richard, 12 months from now, can we expect to see the company on the shortlist for Miner, and perhaps back again on the Explorer of the Year shortlist for the GMJ Awards?
Well, let's just see how we go. I think we'll keep our heads down, we'll work really hard, we'll keep the team together, and we'll let the results speak for themselves next year.
Richard Hyde there from West African Resources, our 2021 GMJ Miner of the Year. Thanks for joining us on Payday TV. All the coverage from the GMJ Awards will be available in the January edition of GMJ, and we look forward to joining you again right through 2022. Thank you.